Simon's given us all a bit of a glimpse there into the everyday life of the new local consumer. But if you're a business or an advertiser, what are the kind of key basic staples that you need to have on your local shopping list? Well, first of all, you need to be found. So if consumers are looking for information about your products or services on Google or Google Maps or on mobile, they need to be able to find relevant, useful information about you. So one of the things that you can do first and foremost is to edit your listing on Google Places. So your business is probably already on Places, but you can actually go on as a business owner and edit and verify it. And what this means is not only that you can make sure the information is accurate, but you can also add enhancements like video or photographs, for example. It's quick, it's easy, and best of all, it won't cost you a thing. And as we heard from David and also from Simon earlier, if you want your products to be found on Google Product Search or on the Shopper app, you can also create a Merchant Center account and upload your product feed. So the next point is to be relevant. So when users are searching on Google Maps or on Google, you want to make sure that the information they find about you is as relevant as possible to what they're looking for. So one of the things that you can do today is to enable location extensions in your Google AdWords ads. And what these are is essentially these just take the business address from your Google Places account and they apply it to your existing AdWords accounts. And what that means is that when the consumer looks at the ad, they'll find more relevant local information about you, such as your business address or your phone number. And one of the things that we found is including your phone number in location extensions can increase your click-through rate by about 7%, so it's well worth doing. In addition, you can combine location extensions with made-for-mobile ads, such as the formats that Simon showed you just now. A classic example of that is click-to-call, where mobile users can actually click through the phone number in your ad and call your store directly. It's worth noting that whilst we've heard today that kind of 1 in 5, about 20% of all searches on desktop have a local intent, that is, that the user is interested in something local. In actual fact, on desktop, only about 6% of all searches are actually geo-modified. That's where someone's physically written a location in the text box. So that means the intent is there, but they haven't always signalled it. And in these instances, one of the things you should consider is actually activating location extensions against more generic queries as well, so that you can increase the relevancy of your ad and increase the chance that a user might click on it. The third point to consider is being local. So customising your ad copy and your landing pages to match your locations can really help increase the click-through rate on your ad campaigns. So say, for example, you've got a location on a particularly well-known street or in a well-known area, then you might want to highlight that in your ad text just to let people know how easy you are to find. Fourth, be mobile. It goes without saying, if people are out and about, they need to be able to find you. And if you've got a site that's well optimized for mobile, it means that when they get to your site, they're going to have a good experience. From an advertising perspective, you can extend all your location extension campaigns to mobile. You can also activate mobile-specific campaigns and formats like click-to-call. And you might also want to consider mobile display advertising, which Simon also mentioned. So AdMob, for example, which offers you the option to target by device, by location, by time of day, and by operator. And finally, be fast. So we're very pleased to have recently announced the launch of AdWords Express. So, we're talking probably to a very sophisticated set of people in this room today, but we know that 90% of consumers use the web to research information on things they subsequently buy locally, and yet 70% of small businesses still don't have a website. So if you are a small business with only one location and you want to be able to advertise on Google AdWords, AdWords Express will now enable you to do that. So it's essentially a lighter version of Google AdWords that runs out of Google Places, and it will allow business owners to create their own ad campaigns really, really simply and easily. So essentially all you do is select the business categories you operate in, set your budget, choose some ad text, and you're pretty much done. AdWords Express will do everything else, managing your keywords, your bids, and so on. You don't even have to have a website because your ads can click straight through to your Google Places page. So we think this is a really exciting way to help get small businesses which don't have large budgets and don't have sophisticated digital marketing strategies online and allow them to be able to advertise to sort of all the people in their local area. It's obviously a much lighter and less sophisticated version of Google AdWords. However, it may have applications for businesses where, if, for example, you distribute your product to resellers or franchises who control their own marketing budgets, this could be an opportunity for them to manage their own campaigns simply for their locations. So that's just leaving you with a few sort of points on your shopping list to consider and things that you can do today.